Okay, we are live. How are you doing?
Live-o.
We are
I'm
live.
great.
Anything can
How are you?
happen now.
Yay. That's true. And probably will. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, it's spring in Texas, I'll tell you.
It is. It's been beautiful.
This allergy season is off with a bang.
Hey, so we are live streaming onto Twitter, onto Facebook, and onto YouTube, and I believe onto Twitch, all simultaneously.
That's fantastic. Woo!
And so,
So exciting.
technical difficulty here in the studio.
Extenuating circumstances.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So
we got about 10 or 15 minutes before the show starts, Temptation Island.
yes.
Let's get into it. So first of all, we want to talk about the Temptress Claw cocktail that we concocted. So we can talk about that for a second. So do you want to play that that little video that we did? Would we like to do that first?
Yeah, do that.
Okay, so last week we did some bachelor cocktails for Colton and Cassie. That was the fence jumper for Colton, and that was
Indecision.
You know what I didn't do? I didn't hit live on the Twitter. So we're on everything except for Twitter. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah.
It's all right. It's only
it's
14 buttons, so it's all good.
Extenuating circumstances, you know?
Yes. It's all good. So you have to remind me to stop it, too.
Okay, I'll try and do that.
So,
otherwise, you can keep going.
Yes, hello everyone on the Twitter who's joining us now. You're synced, finally. We're on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. So we had this cocktail that we created for Colton, which was the fence jumper, and we had the indecision for Cassie. And then, of course, because we love Evan and Morgan and all of the people on Temptation Island, we decided to make a cocktail for them using the White Claw, which is what they love.
Yes.
So I can't remember.
So good.
I can't remember who came up with the idea of the name. So we can just we can share it if you'll let me share it with you. But the cocktail.
I think you did.
I don't know. But the cocktail is the Temptress Claw, and let me see. I'm hoping I wasn't playing the audio.
You're right. It was probably 50-50.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So I don't know. I've got 14 buttons in front of me. So what we're going to do is we're going to click this and figure this out. Make sure I wasn't playing that. I could have been playing that live. Who knows? Maybe I was talking over it. Who knows at this point? I wasn't monitoring. So it's fine. Who cares? Still learning the new software. All right. So I'm going to pull the page down. Oh, and I can pull that little video down because it's not that interesting. And we're going to play the Temptress Claw video and see how that goes. Here it is. Okay.
The Temptress Claw is sure to fuel your passions, but beware the consequences. Take your pick and choose wisely. Get goosed with Grey Goose Vodka, Peach Schnapps, and Ruby Grapefruit White Claw. Or maybe steal some hearts with Larceny Bourbon, Peach Schnapps, and Black Cherry White Claw. Or something truly unexpected, Evan, 1.5 ounces of Malibu rum with natural lime White Claw and a splash of spiced Morgan to taste. Captain, set sail. Hashtag the Temptress Claw.
There we go. Now the audio's back live. So hopefully everyone enjoyed that video and it worked. I will test it later to make sure it did. All right, cool.
The cocktails work. We know that for sure.
Yes, they do. So it's White Claw, Ruby Red, Grapefruit, and Gin. And it is
so good.
Larceny Bourbon and Black Cherry. And
that was good too.
And the Malibu and the lime with a little dash of Morgan to taste. So
and that one was good too. They're all good. They're so good.
They're all really good. So I'm really excited. All right, so we got about 5 or 6 minutes before we will flip over to the show coming on. Give me a brief update of what we're to expect in all this rigmarole. What's going on? This is the finale. Part 1 is this week. Part 2 is next week. So what's happening?
Yes. So bonfires. The bonfire. Very first time the couples have seen each other since like the beginning, since the first 2 nights that they had. First night, the first episode 1. They, get to the island and everything, and then they met the singles that were on there, and then they stayed separately until the next day. They were brought together again, where they picked dates in front of each other and gave the off limits necklaces. And so it's been that long since they've seen each other. So probably like at least a month.
It's been a month.
And we know in reality, and so we know in reality world, that month of no social media, no phone, no nothing but just the people. I mean, you get really close. A month is like 6 years or something. In reality time. So this is their first time they're seeing each other. So can you imagine? We will watch. Probably based on the preview they showed, it looked like it was maybe Tyler and Nicole and Katie and John. And so that's what I'm thinking. Those are the 2 that I think we'll see tonight. But I mean, we could see all 4 little bits from all of them. But if we go those 2, I mean, even still, imagine what the chemistry, electricity is going to be like, the awkwardness, and because what Carl just did the night before.
Yeah. So Carl and Brittany kind of consummated their temptation. And Javen basically said, "I'm totally cool. I've made it all the way through to the promised land, so I'm going back with Shari, and it's all good." And then what else happened? John and Katie.
Catherine.
Well, John and Catherine.
Catherine's the temptress. Yeah, the temptress.
So John and Catherine are kind of hooking up, and that's good. And then Katie and Val are
Casey and Val.
Casey and Val. And then, it's like there's so many names to keep up. It's like 16 relationships. It's crazy.
I'll help you. You help me. I just called Carl Tyler a second ago. Anyway, so I'm sure Nicole did that too.
I saw Tyler and Shari on the social media. So together they posted a little. They're going to have a show watching party, and so I think all of these people have actually kind of built some pretty solid friendships throughout all of this. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So you know how you had said it was an original show some years ago. Well, it was from 2001.
Yeah. And
it was on Fox.
Yes.
Just think about that. That's 18 years ago.
That's crazy.
18 years ago. And so it actually had like 2 it had 2 seasons. I think it actually had a total of 4 seasons. And this one has kept, every single episode keeps getting more numbers. So it's a growing crowd of Temptation Island supporters like us.
Right.
It's so much fun. I love it so much. I really don't want it to end. I want it to keep on going,
Mm-hmm.
So the next castings soon, I imagine, based on this, we might see one in the fall.
That's pretty cool. So then we'll get, I guess they would shoot during the summer, so we would have it next year. So then that means we're going to get a lot of spilling the tea from everyone on the cast this week and next week. So I think there's going to be a lot of live Instagram chatter going on. So it's going to be a real fun week to hang out and watch. So what we're going to do is in a couple minutes we'll log off of all of these services, and then we'll be live reacting on the Twitter only in between the commercial breaks, right?
Okay.
So that's what we'll do, and that'll be the fun thing. And I'm really excited to see that all of the feeds have worked on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, but the Twitter feed for some reason it's a little buggy. So anyway,
that's funny.
It's fine. We'll make up for it and do the rest of it on Twitter through the other device, to the other device without all the graphics and fun stuff.
Okay.
So anyway, all right. So then the other thing I wanted to say before because we got about 2 minutes before we're knocked off this satellite, is 2 of the couples stay together, we think, and 2 of the couples split.
I think so.
Okay, so we're gonna get like one stay together and a split tonight, and the next week we'll get one together and a split, and they'll kind of, right? They can't.
I mean, yeah. I think that's possibly what's going to happen.
Okay.
Mark Wahlberg said he has to press a couple to be honest because they're saying one thing in front of him, and then when they get in front of each other, they are not forthcoming with information.
Okay.
So he said it's emotional, for that reason.
Okay. Well, that sounds pretty.
Oh my gosh.
That sounds pretty exciting. So we've got about
Yeah.
maybe 90 seconds until we are going to log off here. And so, is there anything?
I can't wait.
Is there anything that I need to know in the next 90 seconds? What's the thing that I need to be looking for? Is it going to be chill like last week, or is it going to be cray cray?
I think this episode could be a little of both. I think John and Katie are gonna have it out. I think that's what's gonna happen.
All right.
And I think maybe Nicole and Carl aren't as honest with each other like they aren't right now.
Okay.
So it's gonna be exciting.
All right. Sounds
I'm
good.
looking forward to it.
All right. So everybody, this is Aftertaste Buzz. You can follow us at Aftertaste Buzz on the Facebook, on the Instagram, and on the Twitter at Aftertaste Buzz. It's a tastingbuzz.com production. We're having a lot of fun with Reality Reaction. We're going to be back during the commercials on the Twitter with some live reaction to some of this stuff. So share and follow and get notifications if you want to watch along in real time with us. Or you can binge it later and pause it during the breaks and listen to what we were saying along the way. So that's how it's going to go. All right. So we will we'll be back after the first segment. So let me cheers and premieres.
And finales.
And finales. So now I have to find the software to turn it on.